Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm gonna test out the new FISSION Time-Lapse. I have two different weights. I got a 157 and a 167. Is there any difference between these two weights? Let's find out. A little bit of a hyzer, flipped up to flat. Ooh, and got some turn. Can I ace this one? No way. Hey guys, I'm out here at Winthrop and we're gonna throw one of the famous holes. This is the throw pink hole. I believe it's hole number 10. This is a famous par 4. If you got a big arm and can throw it 475 feet accurately and land on the island, then you actually have a legit eagle putt chance. I did a review of the FISSION Time-Lapse the other day and I was able to get some distance of 400 feet. Well, I've got a new lighter weight one, 157 grams, and we're gonna see how far I can get this to go to. So let's throw it. To get to this bush right here is 400 feet. To get to the basket is 475. So I'm gonna see if I can get anywhere in between those two with the new FISSION Time-Lapse. Let's see how these throw. So we're gonna start with the 167 one. This is the one I did a video of the other day. You can check it out up here if you wanna check it out. Oh, flies so good. So much easier to throw. All right, we got pretty close to that bush. The new one I just picked up, 157 grams. Oh, didn't throw that high enough, but equally as glidey. Wow, that's so beautiful. So when I say these FISSION time-lapses are easy distance, I'm not lying, guys. I reliably throw probably like 350, 375. If I get full flex out of a disc, I can get 400 out of it. But these FISSION time-lapse, they just go. They want to go far. All right, the 157 gram one, this one went about 350, which wasn't bad considering I threw it really low. And then the 167 time-lapse went about 375 feet, just a little bit short of that bush there. So we're gonna try this one more time. This hole is a little sneakily uphill, so I just got to remember I got to give it a little bit more height. Also keep it under those branches. We don't want to hit those branches there too. Okay, first up, 167 gram FISSION. Don't hit the branch. All right, we got good height, didn't hit the branch. Didn't get a lot of turn out of it, but that was a decent flight. This is the 157 FISSION. There we go, a little bit easier turn because it's lighter. Nice height on it. All right, let me go measure those. Big shout out to the pros that play this hole in October. I mean, some of these guys are parking this basket that's 475 feet uphill. They make it look super easy. Man, much props to those guys. All right, so I'm kind of consistently stuck at the 380, 390, exact same results on that throw too. I do believe that slight uphill is making me put a little bit more nose up on it. So I'm kind of stuck at that distance, but I do know one hole that's over 400 feet, a little bit downhill that we might be able to get with this one, and it's at Winthrop. Let's head on over to it. Okay, here we are at the famous hole 14 at Winthrop. It's 413 feet to get to the basket, slightly downhill, so I don't have that stupid uphill excuse that I've been using on the last hole. So these have been getting me about 380, 390, slightly uphill. So I feel like 413 should be definitely in the category. All right, just for giggles, let's start with the Neutron Time-Lapse, just to show you how much shorter this is gonna go. It's just hard to get that thing flat. All right, solid, maybe 325 downhill. Okay, now I'm gonna go with the 167 just because I'm a little more comfortable with this one. Been throwing it a little bit more. Yeah, look at that flip. Oh my gosh. That might be too flippy. All right, pretty sure we got past that 400 mark, guys. All right, let's go with the 157. This one I'm gonna start a little bit more to the left flat and then have it drift over. See if we can get a little closer. We do have a slight headwind. Super low. Wow, that's very flippy in that headwind. Let's see how far that 167 went, and then we're gonna throw this one more time. If you guys are ever visiting in the Charlotte area, Rock Hill's merely like 30 minutes south, quick little drive. You guys can head out to Winthrop, play many different courses. They have a lakefront course, which is super fun. They got a meadows course, which is much more wide open, shorter holes. And then you can kind of piece together a USDGC layout, but the USDGC layout is pretty much a temporary layout. So you're not gonna be able to play the exact layout the pros play, but you can get a pretty good feel of the course. Okay, the other two time lapses were pretty short, went probably about 325, but my 167, we actually got a little bit past pin high, so that's definitely over 400 feet. We'll call it about 420. Can we get an all time lapse birdie from here without killing my camera? Oh, got the pole. All right, let's run this one more time. Now guys, I'm not here to like brag that I'm a long thrower. In fact, I've been out here during practice rounds with guys like Ezra, Kyle Klein, and they were pretty much throwing putters and mid-ranges on this hole and getting it pretty dang close. So I'm not bragging that I can throw a 12 speed the same amount of distance that those guys are throwing putters. But let's be honest, a lot of you guys out there aren't really throwing 500-foot drivers anyway. In fact, if we throw over 400, we're kind of excited. We might even put it on our tombstone. All right, 167's been the most reliable so far. So let's start with this one first. Oh, that's much better. Come on, baby. Come on. Park City, let's go. Yes. All right, might be able to do a time-lapse birdie on this one. All right, 157. Yeah, that one's just way more flippy. Why don't I realize that? Maybe I need to try a hyzer flip with that one. All right, let's rewind that. Okay, 157. Now we're gonna put it on a little bit of a hyzer now that I've gotten in my head that this thing's a little more flippy. A little bit of a hyzer, flipped up to flat. Ooh, and got some turn. Can I ace this one? No way. Oh my goodness. Did that just go right over the basket? Wow, these things bomb. Well guys, the 157 was definitely pin high, so I'm pretty sure I didn't have an ace run like I thought from the tee. But man, how sick would have that been to get a 413-foot ace on film? That would have been unreal. All right, the 167 on the other hand, we actually went past the basket. And we got the time-lapse birdie on hole 14 out here at Winthrop. This is sick, man. All right, guys, if you're kind of stuck at that 375, 380 distance, you're not able to crack 400, I gotta recommend, go pick up some of these FISSION Time-Lapse. These things actually do crush. Hey, even those who throw maybe 300, you're trying to get to 325, you might find some benefit in this. I'd say if you're kind of in the 300-foot area, try the 157. This one definitely is flippy. As you guys saw in that last shot, I had to put it on a hyzer and it still flexed out of it. So this one is pretty flippy. I'm digging this 167 one though too. I'm gonna have to get some more backups of this. I think I'm gonna bag this. All right guys, if you're looking for some discs, you know where to go. Till I see you next time, peace out.